Sakina Hill loves the extensive tequila menu and modern Mexican dishes at her recommendation. And the outdoor courtyard is a big plus. For delicious tacos in a lively environment, she heads to Cantina Feliz.
So my name is Patrick Zerniak, and I am the executive chef at Cantina Feliz in Fairmount. It's a traditional Mexican restaurant with a modern flair to it. We're really known for our nachos. Our nachos de la casa are house-made nachos, 3-cheese blend. We're known for our guacamole and our fish tacos. Like most chefs, everyone cooked with their mom or their grandma. So I remember when I was a younger kid making, it's called kopytka, but it's like gnocchi in Polish. I remember doing that with them when I was, 5, 6 years old, doing that. And I couldn't play football, so I decided to go on with cooking. And I came here about a year ago. Yeah, and there's just the draw to the restaurant was Mexican food, great staff here, really strong team, and the owner, Brian, is a great guy to work for. Our goal here is to have people come in super happy and leave happier. As a chef, I love going out to eat, and my favorite thing in the world is going somewhere, having great drinks, great service, great food, living happy.
Sakina, you go to Cantina Feliz a lot. Tell us why you picked it.
Well, the first time I went, it was for an after-work happy hour with coworkers. They seated us at their outdoor space, which I found to be absolutely beautiful. And this was pre-COVID, so this is before half the restaurants had outdoor spaces. Mm-hmm. So it just became really special to me just for that outdoor courtyard. So I would always return to sit outside and have margaritas.
And how about the fundito? Because that's usually what you like to start your meal with.
It's ooey gooey cheese in a pan. It comes sizzling to your table hot. There's poblano peppers at the bottom. It's just really flavored well. You can dip in your tortillas or your wrap and just put it in there. It's really good.
And Dominique, you tried the guacamole sampler. What did this consist of?
It's got a traditional guac, a guac with elotes with the corn and everything in there. That was my favorite one.
That's my favorite.
And then there's a guac with it's almost like a sushi guac with a tuna and sort of maybe I guess it's maybe like a spicy mayo drizzle over top of it. I didn't hate it. I wouldn't order it again.
Okay. Did you like the elote guac? That's my favorite. That
was my absolute favorite one. We normally just get the the regular traditional budget guac as a side that's only $5. My sister would never order the fundito because she's lactose intolerant, and she's just sort of leaves the house with the energy of I didn't leave the house to not get guac. So we're getting guac, and I'm like, okay, but next time I might try that. I love cheese. And
tell us
so
a little bit more about the elote guacamole, because that sounds fun.
Yeah, so it's like a street corn, and I think it's crumbled cotija cheese, and it's the corn adds a really nice sweetness. The traditional guac is, of course, great, but the elotes one, definitely my favorite now.
And Jim, you kicked off your meal with the house nachos.
The
nachos de casa.
The nachos de casa. Yeah, and as I saw other people getting the 3 different guac trays, I was wondering, should we have gotten that as well? Because that looked really delicious. But yes, we did start out with the house nachos, and what I really liked about the nacho plate was the nachos were heavier and thicker, so you can easily dip back in.
Yes.
With the cheese that has come off and the chicken that fell, and then we added guac on the side.
Sakina, you always get the enchiladas.
Yeah, so this time we got the enchiladas. My son tried them as well. We got the chicken tinga filling. It's really delicious. It comes with a sour cream on top and some kind of salsa as well.
That's the ranchera salsa.
Yeah, the ranchera salsa. It's so good. It's kind of bright and yellow. It's a little creamy, but still a little tomato forward. It was really delicious.
Dominique, you went for the smothered burrito.
It was my friend who went for the smothered burrito. I got the pork carnitas, but I did get some. You always got to go to these restaurants with a friend so you can try some of theirs.
There you go.
It is a behemoth that they bring to the table. It's steaming. Everybody's looking. It's the equivalent of ordering fajitas, and it comes out of the back. Sizzling. It is definitely a showstopper, and it lives up to the way that it looks. It's smothered in this delicious sauce. I think it's their sort of creamy salsa roja that is a little yellowish orange now that I think about it. It's very good.
Jim, how was your smothered burrito?
So yes, so we ordered the smothered burrito as well. We were there on the tail end of happy hour. So we ordered Baja fish taco first to try, thinking, we'll try 2 of these and then we'll get a smothered burrito. and the smothered burrito came out, and it was exactly like you said, completely. Oh my goodness! They put it down in between my wife and I was like, well, half of this is coming home. There's no doubt about that. But it was smothered in that sauce. What I really liked about it was normally at a Mexican restaurant, if a burrito comes out, the rice and the beans would be on the side, but Cantina Feliz puts them inside the burrito, and it was absolutely delicious.
Dominique, how was the dessert? You did have the brownie, right?
I did have the brownie sundae with the churro ice cream. I was so excited. I was like, all right, I got a reason to get dessert. I'm trying things out for this show. It was good. It was like a nice ending to the meal. If they hadn't told me it was churro ice cream, I would not have known. But the budino was fantastic. It was, I think it's called with a cajeta caramel. I'm probably butchering that, but that was delicious. That was the first time I had a budino. I didn't know what it was. My friend got that and we shared it, and it was so rich and creamy. That would be my pick if I were to go back and get dessert again.
And Sakina, you had mentioned that this is a great place to get margaritas. And, you know, I feel like when you go to a nice Mexican restaurant, the margaritas keeps flowing. How was your margarita?
Well, that's what I love about Cantina Feliz, because the margaritas are seasonal. So every 3 months or 4 months or so, there's brand new margaritas to try. This night, my son tried a mezcal margarita, and this was his first time ever trying mezcal tequila, which is a smokier tequila. And he really enjoyed it. I think with mezcal, you either love it or you hate it. He really enjoyed the margarita. And I myself tried the sangria, and they had peaches and just a lot of fresh fruits in it. It was really good.
I got a margarita as well. The regular one, I just wanted to start out with a baseline. Didn't end up ordering another one, but it was also nice that one was on happy hour as well.
Okay.
But my friend got the spicy margarita. She also wants people to know that to not get scared off by the spicy element of it. It's not, you know, a punch in the face of spice. It's just sort of nice humming in the background. Probably definitely a little bit more than those long hots, but
Like
you know it's there.
flavorful heat.
Yes, flavorful heat, not just heat for the sake of heat.
Okay.
And how about you? How did you enjoy your drinks?
My wife went for the margaritas, so she did the same thing. She started out with just the general margarita, but then, like you mentioned earlier, they do seasonal margaritas. So I want to say the second one that she got was I know I'm getting it wrong, probably like a mango flavored, or it was a different flavor of margarita, and absolutely loved it.
And how about the service? Sakina, this is your pick. How do you feel when you go in? Do you feel like the staff is friendly and welcoming and helpful?
Yeah, I feel like the staff, they're always bustling and busy, but they really do take a moment to like stop by and make sure you're okay. So the service is always amazing every time I go.
Jim, did you think the prices were fair?
Yes, I did. We were there on a Wednesday. And we ordered, like I said, we ordered one of the Baja fish tacos. Had we ordered a full Baja fish taco platter, would have been several of them, but we just wanted to try it. And it was on the happy hour menu, one taco to try.
Yeah, so you get a chance to try multiple things.
Exactly, and that's what I really appreciated. We could just try that one thing, but then go after the big one.
Sakina, this was your pick. Sum it up for us.
Oh, it's just consistently a good time every time. Low key, great vibes. People from all backgrounds are there, just enjoying the food and the margaritas.
Jim, what's the big takeaway?
The smothered burrito was the big takeaway for us for the evening. Yep.
And Dominique, bring it on home for us.
Sure, it's just a fun spot for any time, for any group of people that you're dining with. It's always, I've never seen that place empty, but you're never going to feel like your table is abandoned or forgot about.
Check out Cantina Feliz for yourself, located at 2321 Fairmount Avenue in Philadelphia, 215-787-9930. Reservations are accepted, and the average tab per person without drinks is $25.